Hey everybody, it's just about supper time. My husband has been out of town and I want to have a good supper ready for him when he gets home this evening. So I've decided to make heavenly chicken. And if you watch Cooking with Mo and Deb a lot, you know that we love chicken dishes. And this is an easy recipe, but I can promise you it is lip smacking good. Heavenly Chicken uses Ritz Crackers as a coating. We have about 16 ounces of sour cream in this dish that we're going to dredge our chicken in. We have salt, pepper, and garlic powder. So I'm going to get started and let you guys just kind of watch me. Let me turn this camera down. I've got my oven preheating to 425. And I'm just going to cut my chicken breasts. These are boneless, skinless breasts. I'm just going to cut them in half because I don't think anybody needs one that big. That one's pretty good size. But yeah, these are just way too big for one portion size. So I'm going to cut them in half. That way we'll have leftovers. Now I'm going to take my garlic powder and I'm going to put a whole tablespoon, let me fix this where you can see it, of garlic powder, a whole tablespoon, y'all, into my sour cream. Boom, just like that. And then I'm just going to mix it up real good. Get a good garlicky sour cream going here. And it smells good. We love us some garlic. I don't know what Deb's doing tonight, but I just wanted to share this recipe with y'all because it's really good and easy and quick. All right, so I've got my sour cream mixed in with my 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. Now I'm going to take some salt, my salt, okay, and I'm just going to sprinkle my chicken. Trying not to use too much salt. And this is a coarse salt, so I probably don't need to do both sides. All right, there's my salt. Now I've got some coarsely ground black pepper. I'm going to also pepper my chicken breast real good. If you hear my cat in the background, it's because I've got him locked up in the laundry room. He was crying when he smelled the chicken. I am going to pepper it on both sides because I do love me some pepper. So salt on one side, pepper on both sides. I'm trying to cut down on my salt, as y'all know. So just trying to save a little bit. All right, so there is that. Now I'm going to take, well, before I do that, let me wash my hands off real good. All right, just a little bit. All right, now I've got my Ritz Crackers in a bag. And I've got 2 in here, and I'm going to add 1 more sleeve. So it's 3 sleeves of Ritz Crackers. All right. And these are going to be what we put our chicken in for a coating. If I can get it shut, y'all. Okay. Now here's how I make cracker crumbs. I'm just gonna, I bet y'all all have one of these hanging around. You know, these things used to be really popular back in the 90s. It seems like people were giving, for Christmas gifts and all of that, they were giving those little sets of kitchen utensils. I think I had 2 or 3 sets, but this is the only thing I have left out of that, and I've used the hound out of it, y'all. I have used it a lot. I'm not going to get it really fine because I like having that. Now we're going to put this into a dish. Well, you know what? I may just use it out of there. So Let me go ahead and get my butter melting, y'all. I should have already done that, but I can do it real quick. It's going to take a stick of butter, and I'm just going to put that in my microwave and melt it real quick. Bear with me here. These are my Pampered Chef microwave bowls. They're awesome. I'm just going to go ahead and melt that butter. All right, now while that's doing, I'm going to go ahead and take my chicken breast. I'm going to dredge it in the sour cream, y'all, just like this. Just going to dip it good. All right. Then I'm going to put it in my cracker mixture and just coat it real good in the crackers. It's a mess, but it's going to be good, y'all. All right. And when I get done with that, I'm just going to put it over here in my pan. I have got a baking dish. It is a 9 by 17, I believe. I put it in there, but I put aluminum foil because I don't want to have to wash it when it's got stuff stuck all over it. So I put me some aluminum foil in there, and then I sprayed the aluminum foil with some Pam spray. Okay. Now I'm going to go back and do this all over again with this one, with the sour cream, and then into the crackers it goes. So it takes a minute. I love Ritz Crackers. And we've talked about this before, that old commercial that Andy Griffith was on, where he said, I don't remember what question he asked, but then he said something on a crisp Ritz cracker. Oh, I think it was, what are you hungry for when you don't know what you're hungry for? I think that was what he asked. If you know for sure, tell me in the comments. Something on a crisp Ritz cracker. I sure did love me some Andy Griffith. You know, when my dad was young, he actually looked a lot like Andy Griffith. And so maybe that's why I was always so endeared to him. But I always loved him. All right. He was a good actor, a good singer, and just an overall good guy, I think. I mean, I didn't know him or nothing, but ooh-wee. This is getting messy, y'all. Messy but good. I'm going to shake that one up for a second while I get that sour cream off my hand. All right. And we're going to have extra crackers in this bag, which we will have to throw out. But I'll probably put a few extra on the top of these chicken breasts too. Yummy, yummy. And y'all, with that butter that I just melted, in a minute we're going to pour that whole stick of melted butter on this chicken. And then we're going to bake it for about 45 minutes. It may not take that long, but I like to make sure that chicken gets good and done in the middle. So, am I going to have room for one more? I hope so. The last one. And I did make a little bit extra because I'm going to share this with some people at work tomorrow. And so, and besides, my chicken breasts were frozen. And so I just thawed out what was left in the bag. So, it's always good to have extra, and it's always good to share. Okay. Sprinkle a few extra around the chicken, y'all. Move this where you can see it. A little more. Can't hurt to have a little more crumbs. And even a little more. me wash my hands real quick and get all the chicken juice and sour cream off of them. What are y'all having for supper tonight? I'm curious. It's a Thursday evening. I worked all day. The hubs is on his way home. And I just wanted him to have something good to eat. So I hope y'all can see these chicken breasts. All right. Now, for the finishing touch on our dish, here's the melted butter. And I'm just going to pour that over, making sure each chicken breast gets a little butter. Little butter. Butter's better. All right. Okay, y'all. And just for good measure, I'm going to add just a wee bit more pepper on top. Well, I've peppered it up, haven't I? Maybe a little bit more salt. Don't want it to be too salty though. So there is our chicken dish. I'm gonna not cover it with aluminum foil. Sometimes when I bake chicken, I do cover it with aluminum foil, but this time I'm not because I want it to brown real pretty. And so I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the oven for 45 minutes or so, and then I'll be back to show you the finished product. Be right back. Okay guys, I pulled the heavenly chicken out of the oven, and I just heard my husband pull in the garage, so it's perfect timing. So I'm going to let this cool off a minute, and then I'll be right back because I've got to taste this and you've got to see. Okay you guys, this is the heavenly chicken. Doesn't that look good? I'm going to serve this with some creamed potatoes and green beans. Right now, let me go ahead and cut into this. It's super tender. Now, I did go back towards the end of the cooking process, and I covered up the chicken because I felt like it was going to get too brown if I didn't, because I had it on the top shelf of or the top rack. But here's It's perfect. Buttery, tasty. Y'all need to try this. Your family's gonna love it. Give it a try. You can't go wrong with a Ritz cracker. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Try this recipe. It's gonna be easy. It's gonna be good. Another chicken recipe for your recipe repertoire. Bye, y'all.